Hello, everyone. So when you're working on your grocery list for the root chakra, I have it listed in the section here. We have red foods, high in protein, high in energy. So I want you to think back to our ancestors. And I want you to realize that it wasn't until recently, probably within the last 10,000 years of our evolution, which isn't that much, that humans have had agriculture like grains. Before that, we were hunting and gathering. So we needed to find our food and store our fat for the long winters. And now we live in this amazing world where we can go to the grocery store and pick out whatever we want, eat it, and yay, it's fantastic. But when we're talking about the root chakra is the pioneer. It's the base. It's the foundation. When the root chakra is out of balance, chaos can throw us off. Fight or flight or fright or faint is going to be out of balance. We're going to be having these intense stress triggers towards things that really shouldn't be triggering us. There's no lion, tiger, or bear chasing us, but in our society, our body acts like it is. And we have traumatic reactions and experiences, and that's bursts of anger and bursts of emotion and bursts. So what the root chakra does, when you're really working with the root chakra, it gives us this foundation. So think back to your ancestors, okay? Think back to before we were able to plant a seed and grow, okay? So we're talking meats, we're talking nuts, we're talking survival, okay? So anything with the signature of red or brown is going to be what we want. We're going to want that protein. Anything with the signature of red, of course, root chakra is red. But I really want to challenge you to focus on protein-rich foods, to kind of avoid carbs. They didn't come until later in our evolution, okay? So what we're trying to do this week is we're trying to stick to survival foods, Whole30, that sort of thing. So, of course, anything with the signature of red, strawberries, raspberries, cherries, root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, garlic, things that grow in the earth and the roots, great. Red cabbage, other things like chilies and watercress are great because of the minerals and nutrients that are in them. Parsley, onions, tomatoes, parsnips, radishes, beetroot, onions, and of course, those protein-rich foods, eggs, meats, beans, tofu, soy products, peanut butter, nuts. We want to survive. We want to work. We want to get our food so that way we can make it another day, right? So while in our culture, we've got our desserts and our carbs and our yay, and we can just eat whatever we want. If we're actually focusing on the energy signature of root chakra, this is survival. This is meat. This is protein. This is nuts. This is what we can find and gather and eat for the day that will keep us going. Another day, another day, another day around the sun. So that might be hard for some of you. So, but just keep that kind of in mind from like an ancestral DNA perspective, that the root chakra is not about sugars and carbs and treats and things like that, because those didn't exist to our ancestors, okay? Nuts, meat, protein, what can make us get through another day. And then there's the lusciousness, the sensuality of like the red fruits, like the strawberries and the raspberries and the cherries. And that brings on a different aspect of the root chakra, which is like that sensuality. It's that experience of like pleasure, right? Survival and pleasure. And so those are also beautiful for this chakra. In terms of Vitamins B12 and iron are important here because, you know, if you don't have enough meat to survive, your iron is low. B12 helps your body process the iron. So iron and B12 are going to be important. We might want to add those supplements in during the root chakra time. Technically, you know, like red wine, it has the energy signature of the red and the violet. We will be slowly getting alcohol out of our diet, but if you do like a glass of red wine, this is where you can enjoy it and kind of connect to the root chakra energy of it. I've mentioned before, sugars we don't really want to be doing right now. If you are a coffee person, light and sweet, please watch my video on caffeine and sugar. We're going to work on slowly detoxifying you from that now. If you can, go black coffee. If not, do half and half with molasses if you can, to kind of change that that sweetness in your mouth, so you can kind of let your brain know, oh, we're doing something different. If you can't, don't. As with everything in this process, it's simply tools, tips, tricks, hints on how to embody and connect to your body on different ways, right? So we're learning about our body. Learn about your ancestors. Really study. Right now, this would be a great time to learn about your ancestors, where they lived, and what they would have eaten at this time, and kind of celebrate your ancestors with that kind of food as well. When you go to the grocery store, I have a list of food to get. Look for red, look for protein, and then in terms of supplements, we've got the iron, the B12, magnesium, and zinc are also really good to be taking. Magnesium, I love this magnesium powder. It's, that's way to go. Magnesium powder. This stuff is great as a supplement. You can add it right into your coffee, and you won't even really be able to taste it. You can add it to a smoothie, anything like that. It's great for your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, anti-inflammatory, which is really important. We're trying to kind of clear that out right now. And then also zinc. You can get those at the grocery store, the tablets. I would also suggest starting with a juice in the morning if you can, to kind of detox your system. A celery juice, celery-based juice with some other red signature items will be great. And thanks so much.